My name's Lily. I live in Philly, and I've been a fan of The X-Files for around 8 or 9 years now. The X-Files seems to be that kind of show where people just want to escape, and that's how I pretty much saw it when I discovered it. I was like, finally, something that I can invest more of my time into rather than nothingness. I think it was because I was already part of a fandom at the time, the Smallville fandom, and I was engaged in forums and stuff. And I was already a fan vidder at that time, so I just started fan vidding The X-Files, and that's how I was pretty much introduced into the X-Files fandom, through my video editing. Fan vidding is an editing practice where one takes clips from television shows, or it doesn't even have to be a TV show, it can be anything media, pop culture related, and they put music to it and make like a montage video. I saw a fan video on YouTube from like a professional editor for The X-Files, because that's the show that I was into at the time, and wanted to try it. My dad bought me like Sony Vegas 6. I started fan vidding and messing around with it, and then eventually made my way into the X-Files fandom with it. So the first time I ever had an X-Files fandom experience was in 2011. I went to California to go to the IBG event that Jillian, Chris, and David were at. I got to meet them, and then that's when I got Chris and Jillian to sign my arm to get it tattooed. And then I got a picture with Jillian as well. My second time was when I was with you in 2013, and we went to the New York City Comic-Con, and I got sandwiched between them for a photo, and we had to sit through weird panels to be in their panel. The next 2 times that I met David were at his shows, his concerts. Then I finally got him to sign my arm, and I got it tattooed. And the second time I went to see him a month later, I showed him it, and he like flipped his shit. He thought it was the coolest thing ever to see it actually tattooed on my arm, and he was like putting me in all these weird positions and stuff to take the photo with it. So that was cool. I have the 3 signatures. I have Chris Carter, the creator of the show, Gillian Anderson, and then David Duchovny, all have signed my body, and I tattooed over them. And then I have on my neck the X-Files X with I Want to Believe written through the X. I got that on my 18th birthday. And then I have on my arm right here the last line, well, it was the last line of the original run of the series, the last line that Mulder ever said to Scully, which was, "Maybe there's hope." And that's what I have written right there in cursive.